Hello everyone, this is going to be the second part of my tutorial for Metroid Zero Mission 100%. This time we will be showing how to get through Kraid. First things first, just dip into the save point and grab this missile tank over here. A few mid-air morphs save you the trouble of having to do simple bomb jumps. You may notice I'll be jumping over a few pillars. Saves a little bit of time to jump over a few pillars here and there. You're going to want a damage boost through these side hoppers. However, I'm going to kill them so I can do a demonstration here. There were 3 different methods of getting through these pipe bugs. First is walk off the platform, stay still for a minute, fire a missile. Second method is just diagonally shoot them. And the third is simply damage boost through them. And I guess there were 4 methods. The method I personally do is fire 2 missiles. Now, where do you fire the missiles? The first is at the end of this block, as right before you fall, and the second is as you land. Damage boost to this group. Shoot out the block. Lay a bomb. Easiest way to position yourself to get in the ball cannon is unmorph and jump into the hole like what I did. So this wall is actually pretty difficult. You need to do 4 wall jumps, and sometimes this empty block can actually eat one of your wall jumps. How do I get around that? By doing 2 small ones, 1 big one, and then the final wall jump just to get up to this platform. Unfortunately, however, we can't actually go anywhere with our wall jumping. We don't have the height. So we need to bomb jump. There are 3 ways of bomb jumping. The single bomb jump, the double bomb jump, and last but not least, the jump bomb jump. So, to single bomb jump, you lay a bomb and you lay another as the first one explodes. You can look in my input viewer in the bottom right to see my timing. You can also lay them a little before they explode to optimize your bomb jumping a little, to make you go even higher. For the double bomb jump, you're going to want to keep the same timing from the single bomb jumping. However, as you get to the top of your bomb jump, you'll notice that you begin to fall. As soon as you start falling, lay a second bomb. What that'll allow you to do is get up here, and then you can jump across. Now the JBJ is the most difficult, and I suggest you not learn this quite yet. You jump in the air, lay a bomb, and you don't unmorph till you've hit the ground. Once you've hit the ground, you're going to unmorph, jump up and morph again. It's a lot of motions really quickly, but with enough practice you can master it. However, it's like I said, it's very difficult. Even I haven't mastered it quite yet. That'll allow you to save a few bombs and get up here a little bit quicker. However, I use the JBJ in tandem with these wall jumps. Makes me get up here really, really quickly. But the easiest method is just the single bomb jump. But it's also the slowest. So for a beginner, my suggestion would be to master double bomb jumping and just double bomb jump your way up to this block. Now we have the diagonal bomb jump. We're going to use a double bomb jump here. Oh boy. To make our way into this groove here. So how does one diagonally bomb jump? Well, one automatically will diagonally bomb jump if they are slightly to the left or right of their bomb. Oh no, I was too far to the left. How do I make sure I'm consistently in line so I can bomb jump? Well, there actually is a nice visual cue that I use. Or actually, no, it's more of an audio cue and a visual cue. I'm not sure how to word it. But what I do is, as soon as I have laid my second bomb, the bomb that's further up, that's when I begin pressing right to move back to my first bomb. If you do it any earlier, you might mess it up. The alternative is you can hold the right button as soon as your first bomb goes off. There are a few ways to do the diagonal bomb jump. I must tell you though, these pipe bugs being in my way doesn't make it any easier. But I only start to hold the right button immediately after I have gotten my second bomb jump. Anyways, that is my tutorial on bomb jumping, and from here on out you'll be expected to be able to wall jump consistently and bomb jump consistently. There are a few ways of doing this particular room. The easiest method that I would suggest, I guess I kind of forgot to, is on your way down, morph, lay a bomb, simply take the ball cannon, make your way through this hole. The second method, if you line yourself up, you can bomb jump up, and that's a little bit faster than taking the bomb cannon. But sometimes it can be hard to line yourself up, and you might go diagonally. Sometimes you won't go through the hole. So I would suggest the ball cannon. Now there is a third method that's incredibly fast. However, this method is very, very difficult, as there is a very, very short window for it. You're going to lay a bomb. I guess it's kind of hard to do now that the block is been destroyed, but alright, there we go. The block has reformed. Simply morph, wall jump, and get up there. It's really, really difficult. The timing for the wall jump is very, very short. So only have you mastered unmorphing and wall jumping can you really pull this off. And even after mastering both of those, it'll take you time to figure out the button inputs and the timing for you. So my suggestion would be just to take the ball cannon, because that's the easiest and simplest. Turn on the zipline and grab the E-tank. Up and coming is the acid worm fight. There are 3 parts to the acid worm fight. The first is the zipline phase, which is very short, where you'll want to get 4 missiles in on him. 1 by shooting diagonally down, 3 horizontal shots. Like so. Alright, he's going to go down, and we're going to wait for him. Alright, as soon as you see him shaking, he's going to come after you. That's the sign that you should jump into the acid. However, make sure to hug this wall on your way down. That way you can position yourself to just fire missiles right into him. Alright. Now we're going to do 1 or 2 wall jumps, depending on how quickly or how slowly you wall jump, and get ourselves back onto that platform. Alright. He's shaking again. Jump off the platform. Oh, I was a little slow. So we're going to have to do this again. Alright, this time, he's a little further into that block. So if we stand where we were standing before, we won't hit him. I'm going to demonstrate this. See? A bunch of our shots didn't hit. So, I'm going to show you what to do now. He has 30 health, so watch, so count your missiles. You may notice how I moved a little bit to the left, but not so much so that this block didn't correct me. This game will have some auto correction with your jumps and your shine sparks, so keep that in mind. Next, you're going to want to break these blocks with bombs, do a bomb jump to get in here. So you're going to want to keep track of your missiles at this point. You're going to want 20 for the upcoming side hoppers, so having 10 after acid worm is very optimal. For this room, you're going to want to wall jump to grab that missile. Now you may notice how there was a Zila in my way. Let's see if we can reciprocate that pattern. Simply shoot it 3 times to kill it. If you have a lot of missiles, let's say you have 15 or so, you can just opt to missile it. That's a little bit faster. Of? Well, I'm doing a tutorial, so I can't get tired. Alright, hold the charge beam through this door. That way you can pseudo screw attack that Zila. You can hold another pseudo screw to kill that Zila, but admittedly I forgot. So if you have lots of missiles, let's say you have 22. You can opt to do the same method I used earlier of shooting as soon as you land. However, let's say I only have 16. I'm going to want to farm these guys for missiles. I only farm them once, since the side hoppers coming up give me opportunities to farm. Try not to take a lava bath there. Alright, so this is your second diagonal bomb jump. This one's slightly harder. I guess no, it's slightly easier because there's no pipe bug. However, if you mess it up, you destroy the blocks, so be careful. Alrighty. This bit, I'm going to look for a particular pattern. If the Ripper's not there, just move through the room quickly. I'm trying to find a pattern where the Ripper is in the way. Alright, there he is. Jump into him, that way you can damage boost up there. And then pseudo screw attack the Zila. So what I do is, if I'm at 20 missiles, I will just do a nice diagonal bomb jump here. However, if I'm at less than 20, then I will grab the side hopper's drops. That way, I have extra missiles for this guy. Ten shots is equivalent to 1 missile, so keep that in mind. Up and coming is the room we often refer to as the most boring room in the game. There are a few ways of making it through there. Kill these 3 side hoppers. Oh no. The easiest. Is just doing two of them at a time, making sure to shoot the zip line. The zip line needs to be shot. When you get to this point, you need to lay this bomb, shoot the zip line, and then lay the second bomb. Otherwise, this block will respawn before you get back here. Now there is an alternate strat that you can do that's a little bit harder and can result in you losing a lot of time. Starts out the same. destroying these 2 zip lines. However, now it gets a little bit differently. You're going to want to lay this. You're going to want to do a JBJ in between some rippers here to grab that zip line. It's a little bit faster. Now, if you're fast enough, you can actually grab the zip line on your way. And then as you're falling from the zip line, lay a bomb and JBJ back up. But that's really, really difficult. And it's really, really, you need to time it really well. However, I would just do the first method I shown. Just take all 4 ball cannons. It's not worth losing runs to JBJs. You can do a bomb jump there, you can do a double bomb jump. I do a JBJ. Grab space jump. You're going to want to refill here because you're going to be really low on missiles. Up and coming is Kraid, who is the hardest boss of 100%. I do a JBJ here. Feel free to double bomb jump. Double missile these side hoppers. The timing is going to be similar to doubling the zoomers back in Brinstar. Alrighty. Lay a bomb. If you shoot a little before you get down to this block, you can break it and land on this platform. I want to say it's 3 or 4 frames. Just make sure you shoot. I have my beam facing diagonally down and I shoot before I get down here. That way I can fall onto this platform. Now let's say I fall down. You can bomb jump back up. JBJ back up. Or last but not least, you can just go around. Alright, so up and coming is Kraid. I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible, but Kraid is a tough boss, and he takes a lot of explaining. So Kraid has 2 major attacks. He will swipe at you, and he will fire claws at you. Just get a few missiles in at the start of this. And once you've done a little bit of damage, he will destroy the black platforms. If you stand at the right edge of this platform, his swipes won't hit you, giving you just some time to get a few shots in. Oh no, I fell down. Sometimes, if you get hit, you'll get knocked off the platform. And then you can either do mixtures of wall jumpings to get back, or you can just use his... I don't actually know what those are. Use his platforms. Let's go with platforms. You're going to want to slowly whittle him down. Alright. We've now entered the final phase. He's now really close to us. If you stay at the edge of this wall, he won't be able to swipe at you again. If you keep to the right side, eventually you'll be able to take him down. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, wow, that was really slow. Is there any way I can beat him faster? And yeah, there is. If you keep jumping and firing missiles, he will go down pretty quickly. This is still really slow, but it's mostly as an idea of how to beat him. But I've seen some runners beat Kraid in 2 cycles. How do you do that? Alright, well, to 2-cycle Kraid, you're really going to need to find the timing that works for you. I can only merely show how I 2-cycle Kraid, but my timing is going to be different from, let's say, John's or Eagle's or Sam's, various runners of the of Metroid Zero mission. You really need to figure out what works for you. What I do is I slowly walk forward during this first cycle, and I get to the back of the platform. Once I've gotten to the back of this platform, I stop moving where I am, and I only jump. So that covers horizontal movement for the 2 cycle. But when do I jump and fire missiles? Well, jumping, I jump as soon as I hit the ground. And I don't do a full jump. I do a smaller jump. I probably stop jumping halfway up this, probably stop jumping halfway up this block. Sometimes I might go all the way up, but usually it's about halfway. Honestly, my input viewer is probably helpful for this, but for the timing of my missiles, bum 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 bum. I don't know. It's hard to say the timing out loud. Bum 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 bum. Thump 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 thump. There is a 9 or 10 frame cooldown on missiles, so make sure not to fire them too fast. In fact, for this fight, you probably will fire them slower than you might expect or think. Eventually, you'll dispatch of Kraid, and we can move on. You don't need to grab these drops. I'm just doing it because I feel like it. Skipping the drops is actually faster, since you don't really need missiles from this point out. Last words about Kraid. Kraid is not an easy boss. He is the hardest boss of 100%. Don't feel down if you can't learn him in one day. Some of us have taken months on Kraid and still haven't mastered him. And if you've learned Kraid and all of a sudden you find yourself unable to fight Kraid, don't feel too bad about it either. Everyone learns Kraid. Everyone forgets how to fight Kraid. Kraid is just a rough... he's just a rough boss you'll need to get used to. Alright, so now we've gotten Speed Booster. You are going to need this ability plenty of times throughout this run. Now we are going to teach you to Shinespark. To Shinespark, hold down while you have Speed Booster to store your spark. You're then going to press the jump button while standing still. And you will Shinespark. There are actually various ways which you can Shinespark. You can Shinespark up. You can Shinespark up. You can Shinespark diagonally. You can Shinespark in the air. And you can Shinespark horizontally. Horizontally, up, diagonally, you name it. You can Shinespark practically anywhere. So how do I Shinespark in the air? Well, you have to be in a neutral state, which you can be after spinning, and then pressing a direction. So you want to get out of a spin. You'll then want to press the jump button again, once you've gotten out of a spin. And then just press a direction. You can also hold the L button to automatically do a diagonal. I don't really use diagonals, but if for ever some reason you need to use a diagonal, you can hold the L button. So remember, if you're trying to do a horizontal Shinespark, don't hold the L button. It will mess you up. Anyways, that's my tutorial on basic Shinesparking. Fiddlesticks. I wanted to get that low height, but that's like 2 frames. So we're going to use this Speed Booster to get all the way to the top of Kraid. Remember to store your spark, then Shinespark up. You only need 10 missiles for this room. You'll usually have way more than that after Kraid. If you have less than 10 missiles after Kraid, feel free to farm his drops. but usually you'll have a little bit more than that since you'll have 60 going in. Alright, so this is the last major room of Kraid. You're going to want to not do that.
Oh my god.
So that shot that I just pulled off was sub-pixel perfect. You could go for it, but you'll probably do what I just did, which is shoot the zipline back. So if you don't get the sub-pixel perfect shot, shoot the zipline. It'll come over here. Grab the C-tank, bomb jump back up, and jump. At the edge of this, you'll want to let go, and there are two methods of doing this. You can either platform your way up, or you can Shinespark across. So a visual cue that I use to get the speed jump for this room is I jump a little bit after killing the fourth Rio, which is the fourth enemy. So once you've stored a spark, do a spin jump. You can kill that Zeal if he's in your way, and spark right up, and you'll be out of Kraid. Anyways, that's my tutorial for Kraid. Shinesparking and bomb jumping. I'll see you next time.